Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. It's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
Truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Tonight on this fine Thursday night, we've got a good one in store between the Chicago Bears and the Green Bay Packers. No two NFL teams have played more often than the Bears and Packers, and we're underway from Lambeau. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. A first down throw for Mariota. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And this Green Bay defense making that play look a lot like the previous one. Both tackles behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. Mariota now. He gets this underneath to Dobbins, and they're able to get this one across the 35. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Mariota. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10. Mariota again. And his throw is incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off. That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. J.K. Dobbins. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. On 1st down, Hodges. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. The numbers for him from a week ago. Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
On 2nd down, it's Hodges. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He was was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll run on first down. Hodges. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And to give this time to the tailback. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
And that nearly intercepted. Oh, a chance at a big play in his own end zone. But instead, third down coming up. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Point after, right down the middle. And that will tie our score here this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Bears offense making their way out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the NFC. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
Yeah, you're impressed, don't you?
I am impressed. That means 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games? Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadrupled. And that's where we are right now to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
From the 38, Mariota. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Rolling to his left. Finds a seam inside the 40. Mariota so nimble, sliding to the ground with a first down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down. 7-7, our score after one. A 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up 1st downs.
Now Dobbins. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a 1st down and inside the 5-yard line.
Dobbins. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. J.K. Dobbins. His 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Bears have taken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This fielded right at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Packers offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive. And listen, these Thursday night games, they're tough on the body. You just played on Sunday, 72 hours later. Hey, it's game day again, but I have to think a Thursday night game in September much more preferable than a Thursday nighter in December, no?
No, there's no doubt about it. You mentioned how tough it is on the body. How about the mind? You're already tired, fatigued, right? Trying to battle for playoff spots. And here you have a quick turnaround. Now, the flip side is, if you take care of business, win that Thursday nighter, you go into a mini open week. Gives you a few extra days to heal up the body and the mind before you play your next game.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger gain.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. On now is the Packers punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And he'll send this one into the cold Lambeau night. So possession goes over here on the punt. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
yards on the sack. Here comes the Bears punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Mike Edwards picks it off. And the Bears are going to take possession as they got it at the 42-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
80 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Mariota. That is caught at the 7-yard line. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. On 2nd and goal, Mariota in trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. And not a good time for the sack on 2nd and goal, a loss of 6. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They're going for it with Dobbins. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. I think this crowd not really sure what to make of things. Their guys have not looked very good. Their leader here at the top, he hasn't looked that great either.
And most of the time you hear guys talk about how they don't let the crowd affect them or they block it off. Well, that's not really fully true because a lot of the times you ride the wave of emotion with a crowd when it's positive for you. In this case, they've got to find a way to shake it off and at least get something done to maybe put the crowd back on their side.
Absolutely. Give these guys something to cheer about. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5. They'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Hodges. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. They'll try and run for him. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now back to throw. Rolling to his right. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. Back to throw here. Flushed out right. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
That was perfect. From distance, he steps up, knocks it right down Main Street.
And Main Street's celebrating right now with him, aren't they? I love the mechanics of the whole thing. Snap, hold, everything was right on target, and the blocking was perfect, and he executed so well.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Packers ready to go to start quarter number 3. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Working with a 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Hodges, and this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Well, that's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and that's a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. 2nd and 8 coming up. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. They'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. He juked him, and he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Mariota now to throw on 1st down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. Now Mariota. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. It's a loss of 5 there on the sack to bring up 2nd and goal.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation, because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. 88 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. 3rd and goal. Mariota. Touchdown. Touchdown, Bears! George Kittle, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Bears will add on to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
These Packers and these Packer fans really thrive in the cold temperatures here at Lambeau.
Touchdown! A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. They'll try and throw for it. That's caught at the 1. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Now Mariota. And he will find his man on the outside. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Dobbins trying the left side. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. Called out a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd. 2nd and 5 now. Mariota. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
Well, to me, this leads to the question, do you admire the way he puts his body out there all the time, or do you think he should protect himself a little bit more?
Well, he's been on the ground several times with all those sacks that he's taken. So, I don't know, I kind of admire him not sliding down there, don't you?
I'm with you on that one. The meter definitely leans towards admiration.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. That catch good for only a couple.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle it for just a short gain.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA third down. Escaping the pressure right. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to fourth down. So a big one coming now for Daniel Carlson. It's a 39-yard attempt right hash. Carlson able to put this one through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. And he lost the football, but it looked like a Packer. Yeah, a Packer was able to get this back, and they'll indeed keep possession. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. A 44-yard punt. They're going to wind up losing yardage on the return, though, and the Bears take over. First down, Mariota. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
2nd and 4.
Here's Mariota. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
On first down, Hodges. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Hodges, and he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Now they'll run on the draw. And he'll be taken down by the face mask, it appeared. And yes, out come the flags.
Face mask. Defense.
Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of...
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A great effort there with touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Packers are an extra point away from taking the lead. A very important extra point there, up and good, and they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
Marcus Mariota and the offense heading back out for their next possession. And the interception that ended their previous drive, that might be one we look back on and say that was the turning point of this game.
Hey, partner, guess what? There's still time for a few more turning points in this ball game. They're only one score down.
Yeah, true. We could have some twists and turns. Stay tuned. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense. My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And that's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 41-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up the first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Looking to throw again on second down. Mariota, he'll buy some time right. Mariota so nimble, sliding to the ground with a first down.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Less than 2 minutes to play. Down to the wire we go in a one-point game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on third down. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The kick by Carlson is good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the fourth, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
So the Packers down by 2, and time a huge factor. A possible crippling loss to their playoff status in the balance, barring a late score. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Well, kind of a quirk in the schedule. These two division rivals didn't see each other much of the year. Their first meeting was just a few weeks ago, back in Week 14. And it was the Packers who won that.
And as he throws, he lost the football. It's loose. fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Oh, now a strip. He loses the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. Mariota with a knee to the ground, and that should be it. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And I tell you, these division games never for the faint of heart, but they come through with a tight victory here on the road.
And you find yourself working harder in a game like this too, don't you?
Yeah,
because you got to stay with it, right? You got to stay with it. You got to stay locked in. It's our type of a game. And you just mentioned it. Division game on the road, tight, and they find a way to win it. Way to hunker down, as my old coach